Hello YouTube. Today my demonstration will be very simple. A simple example basically important for a mule beginner. So this example will be on the topic how to deploy a mule application in Mule Standalone server. We know that Mule Standalone server is a Mule server that runs and deploy Mule applications. Mule Studio, which is also called as Anypon Studio, also contains a server, Mule server, but that server is embedded. And Mule standalone server, you can see, I will be showing you here. This is a Mule standalone server. This Mule standalone server, what it does, it deploy and run Mule application. You have seen many type of server like Tomcat, JBoss. So this is also a server like Tomcat and JBoss, and it is basically used to run and deploy and host Mule applications. So this server, I will be showing you how to host and run a Mule application. So the Mule application we will be developing in our Anypoint Studio, and this application will be uh, will be deploying in our Mule standalone server. So you can see this is a very simple application, just a simple flow. So what this flow does is like, this contains a inbound endpoint HTTP, and there is a set payload which will be displaying some data on the browser whenever we will when hitting the URL. And the logger, you can see here, the logger will be logging some messages in the console. So here in the entire code is very simple. You can see the payload. This is a test application. This payload will be displaying in the at the end in the browser, and this logger message, "Hi, I am in Mule console." You can see this message. We will be getting it in our Mule console, and we'll getting in our standalone server. So first we'll run this application here in the Mule Studio. Anypoint Studio, and we'll be seeing what it actually is doing. So here I go. I'm just deploying this application here. You can see it has been deployed here. So this, you can see, is a Mule server, but this is in an embedded form. This is embedded with Anypoint Studio. So this server is only for the testing our application that we generally create in our Anypoint Studio, in our Mule Studio or Anypoint Studio. This embedded server is just for testing those applications. So here you can see the HTTP inbound endpoints is hosting this application. So what we will do is like we will be testing this application. So this is the URL. You can see here I have just copied it somewhere in the notepad. So the 8081 and test, this is the URL that I am going to test this application here. So you can see if I put this here and hit enter, you can see this payload is getting displayed here. So that means that application is running fine. It's running exactly what I expected. And you can also see that this is showing this logger message in the console. So this logger message we will be actually getting it in the Mule standalone server. So fine, I'm getting this message here. The logger is printing. So now I will be showing you how to deploy this application, the simple application or any application that you want in a Mule standalone server. So to deploy the application in Mule standalone server, we have to create this application in a Mule deployable format. We can create the Mule deployment format in our Anypoint Studio. So how can we do is like we just need to right click in our application. Then you can see there is an export option. If you go into this export option, you will find that there is written there Anypoint Studio project to Mule deployable archive. So if I click this, it will be asking the application name and the application zip file. So whenever I will put this file name, it will be creating a deployable archive with that file name. So let's select the location. I like to create it in my desktop. So I will be giving here the name of the application. Let the application be application application 1. So this is, let the application name be application 1, and this will be creating the Mule deployable archives. So let's save this. We'll be getting here in the desktop. I'm just saving this file in desktop, and we click this finish. Now you can see this file has been created. This is the file. Now what I will be doing is I will be copying this file into my standalone server. So if we go into the standalone server, Mule standalone server, you can see the Mule standalone server has different folders. So these folders are for different purposes. So our Mule application is required to put into this apps folder all the Mule application that are required to be deployed or to be run under the Mule standalone server are generally put into this folder, apps folder, and the bin folder that contains the Mule bat for Windows. So if we click on this mule.bat, it will be, our server will be just getting started. So in Tomcat you might have seen that we are placing our WAR files in web app application. So it is same here. In this case we have to place our file in Mule apps folder, and that file will be in the format of zip. So you can see other folders are there. It is leave, and leave folder generally contains the project specific zar files. So there are different folders in this leaf folder that contains different type of jar file required for the application. I will be coming this in my next video. So just here what I will be doing is like this app folder, as I said, I will be putting my application. So this application is ready to get deployed. So now what I will be doing is like I will be starting our server. So I go into the bin folder, and you can see this mule.bat is there. I will be starting this file. So here comes my server. Mule standalone server is getting started. You can see it is just getting started. I'm using Mule 3.5.1 standalone server. So let's wait till it get started, and the application will be deployed it there automatically. So you can see it is getting started. Yeah, there it goes. You can see application 1 is getting deployed. So if we go back to this folder, our apps folder, we'll be seeing that our application is getting deployed. Yes, our application has been exploded into this folder, and you can see that in Windows, whenever Mule just deploy a Mule application, the Mule standalone server, whenever it deploys a Mule application, a file will be created along with that name. An anchor.txt file will be created along with that application name. Here our Mule application name is application 1. You can see the application 1 anchor.txt. What this anchor.txt is required is like, if you want to uninstall our application from the Mule standalone server, we just need to delete this anchor.txt file, that our application will be uninstalled automatically. We don't have to stop our server in doing that. So I will come that later, but let's test our application. It's just now it got deployed. So if we hit this URL again, the URL that the application is running. So we have created this application in our Mule Studio, and we have tested with this URL, and we don't need to change anything else. We can test our application the same way we have done in our Anypoint Studio. So if I hit it again, you can see this message is coming. That means the application is running perfectly in our Mule standalone server. Now if we open our Mule standalone server, you can see that this message, the logger has been displayed in our the logger message has been displayed in our Mule console. So you can see it's already I have used a logger and in our application, and this is being deployed here. Just we need to add a log4j to getting it seen in our Mule standalone server. So you can keep your log4j example here under source main resource folder, and you can get this logger file that it will be displayed here, same as we have got here in our Anypon Studio. So here comes the knowledge. Here comes the technique how we can easily deploy your application, Mule application in Mule standalone server. So this standalone server is a separate server that is not embedded actually. That is a separate standalone server that is mainly used in the production environment or any development environment, and we can just deploy all our Mule application under this server. So before I end this video, I will be showing you how to undeploy this application. So as I mentioned that this whenever you deploy this application under Mule standalone server, it will be creating a anchor.txt file along with the name of the server, name of the application. So in our case, our application name is application1. So it has created already application1 anchor.txt. Now this anchor.txt file, if we delete this file, we will get our application undeployed. So let's do it. I'm deleting this file. You can see if I delete this file, yes, I will click. So it is already, this application has been undeployed. You can see it is showing our application is been undeployed successfully. So you can easily see that our application has been stopped and our application has been undeployed. So it's very easy way to deploy and undeploy under the Mule standalone server, and we don't need to restart our server for undeploying any application. And for deploying any application or undeploying any application, we don't need to stop our server. It can automatically accommodate the application if we are deploying our application or undeploy application while the server is running. So this is how we can deploy and deploy any Mule application in Mule standalone server. So you can get this Mule standalone server in the MuleSoft website itself. And in my next video, I will be showing some more tricks that will be helping you guys to learn, especially for the beginners, to learn all those things, because I have found many people getting confused deploying an application. And they're very much getting confused between Anypen Studio and a Mule standalone server. So guys, Mule standalone server is a separate independent server that is specifically used to run and deploy Mule application, that is basically used in our production or in our development environment. So that's all. Next video, as I said, I will be bringing some more tips and tricks, and till then I want to say goodbye all.